The National Assembly of Venezuela inaugurated its new session corresponding to the 2025-2026 term and ratifies its authorities for the legislative year to come. During the installation session of the new legislative term, the Venezuelan Deputies ratified Jorge Rodriguez as the Assembly's president, as well as the Assembly's board for this term, including Pedro Infante as first vice president of the Assembly and America Perez as second vice president, along with other authorities. The proposals were brought to the legislature, voted on, and then the approved members were sworn in for their functions. The first task to be assumed by the Venezuelan legislature after this installation will be to swear in President Nicolás Maduro on January 10th, following his victory in the elections of July 28, 2024.
Nicolás Maduro Moros, Presidente Constitucional de la República Bolivariana de Venezuela.
Nicolás Maduro Moros, Constitutional President of the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela, your office. Dear President, please accept my warmest greetings. It is a pleasure to address you on this occasion to reiterate the invitation for you, as the presidential candidate elected on July 28, 2024, to take possession and duly swear in the office of President of the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela for the constitutional period 2025 to 2031. Are you going to tell him when? January 10, 2025, at 12 noon.
The President of the National Assembly affirmed that any invading foreigner who tries to enter Venezuelan territory illegally will be treated as a criminal.
If a foreigner enters the territory of the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela without the proper authorization of the institutions properly qualified for this, that will be considered as an act of invasion, and as invaders any foreigner who tries to illegally enter the territory of the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela will be treated as an invader. Venezuela is respected. We are respectful of international law.
The Deputy of the National Assembly, Tania Diaz, highlighted the responsibilities of the executive in view of the new presidential term that will begin on January 10th.
We have a great responsibility, this National Assembly, because next January 10th, in this hall, we have again to win in Venezuela another chapter of history. Next January 10th, we, deputies and deputies, are going to receive here the winner, as our Western Secretary likes to say, the continental leader, who today has the courage to stand up to the world and take Venezuela where it belongs, to the vanguard of the people's struggles against fascism, against ignominy, against hatred, against violence.
On the other hand, Deputy Ricardo Molina remarked the front of the Bolivarian fury that continues to stand up in defense of the people of Venezuela.
And in the face of threats, emulating our dear brother, Diosdado Cabello, I would say, Rondon has not fought. And you do not understand what Bolivarian fury is. Do not put it to the test. We are ready for whatever comes, where it comes, when it comes and with whom it comes, to continue defending and building the Bolivarian revolution. I think you understood it. And I think you are going to take that message to others who are outside, who still do not understand why our revolution is unrivaled.
Let's go over some details on who the new president of the National Assembly, well, not the new, the reiterated president of the National Assembly of Venezuela is. Jorge Rodriguez is a psychiatrist and a politician who has had different positions, government positions during Hugo Chavez and Nicolás Maduro's government. He began his political career as leader of a student movement at the Central University of Venezuela and later president of the Student Center at the Luis Racetti Medical School. He was appointed president of the National Electoral Council in 2005. 2 years later, he became vice president of Venezuela. In 2008, Rodriguez was elected mayor of Caracas, a position he held until 2017. In the Ministry of Communication and Information in 2020, he was elected as deputy to the National Assembly and became president of the legislative branch in 2021. Now, a couple of things you may need to know about Venezuela's re-elected National Assembly First Vice President Pedro Infantes. Pedro Infante Aparicio is a political activist organizing vice president for Venezuela's United Socialist Party. He is part of the Victims Commission and of the Special Commission to investigate crimes against Venezuelan migrants abroad. He is a member of the Parliament's Permanent Commission for Internal Policies and also a member of the Parliamentary Special Commission appointed to investigate infamous statements by U.S. President-elect Donald Trump against Venezuela. And now let's see who is this newly elected second vice president of Venezuela's National Assembly, Ms. America Perez. Congresswoman America Perez was commissioner of Venezuela's United Socialist Party Youth Branch in the state of Nueva Esparta. She is a member of the Permanent Economy, Finance and National Development Parliamentary Commission and member of Venezuela Parliamentary Friendship Groups with Japan, India, Switzerland, and Azerbaijan. Perez was ratified as second vice president of the legislative branch this Sunday, January 5th, for the 2025-2026 tenure.